What's goodie, everybody? My name is Alfredo Marrero, and welcome to another episode of the Amaazin A Show. On my channel, on the Amaazin A channel. The Amaazin A Show is basically my podcast, my gaming podcast, where I talk about all things video games, what I'm playing, what's going on in the gaming world, all that good stuff. I also want to take the time to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. This week, this is the Sunday before Christmas on December 25th, and I know, everyone's excited to be on break, to just enjoy the holiday season, to get a lot of gaming in. It's the perfect time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm such a clown. But yeah. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys as I do every Sunday, or which is when I record, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whenever you watch it. But yeah, let's talk about some video games. One of the first things I wanted to talk about that this kind of broke before last week's episode. But I didn't get a chance to talk about it because all the Cyberpunk stuff. But Sephiroth in Super Smash Bros. Now, Sephiroth being in Smash is honestly, the reveal itself was insane. Like it was the Game Awards, and as soon as the show begins, the first announcement they do is this Nintendo trailer, and all you see is everyone, all the characters just, in the battlefield looking up, right? And there's just a huge slash and like a beam of light. And all you see is just, you start hearing the Sephiroth music theme. And honestly, for me, I was like, what? No freaking way. They put Sephiroth in Smash Bros. And right then and there, you kind of just see it cuts to Cloud, and Cloud is like, oh nah. But yeah, so that's honestly awesome. Like they had the presentation a few days ago, and I watched most of it, if not all of it. I believe I watched all of it. And Sephiroth has some pretty cool moves. Of course they kept his sword as humongous as it is in the normal games. There's a new stage where it takes you around this area, which is in the end of Final Fantasy VII. And honestly, that's really awesome because it's it's not one location. It's kind of just carrying you through a couple locations, if I'm not mistaken. And there's tons of new music. They showed off some Mii fighters, and the Mii fighters they showed were Barret, Tifa, Aerith, of course, and Geno. And Geno is not a Final Fantasy character. He's a character from Super Mario, the RPG game that was on the Super Nintendo that was developed by Square Enix, the same developers of Final Fantasy, of course. And that's interesting because lots of people were that's one of the I guess the top 10 requested characters. For me, I'm pretty sure number 1 is Sora, and we'll get into that in a bit. But one of the top 10 requested characters is Geno from Super Mario RPG, and to see that he got put into Smash Bros as a Mii fighter, as basically a create your own character and just put on his costume, is crazy. It's sad for everyone who wanted him in Smash, but the surprising thing is so when the announcement came that Sephiroth was in Smash, I'm like, oh man, it's over. We're not getting Sora. Sora from Kingdom Hearts, of course, is my number 1 most wanted thing for Smash Bros. Ever since Smash Bros on the Wii. I've always wanted, and even I think the GameCube, I used to hear people talking about, oh, Sora and Smash, Sora and Smash. But yeah, I know ever since the Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I've always wanted Sora in Smash, and there's been mods and stuff like that. But I want them to I want Nintendo to put Sora into Super Smash Bros. So once I found out that Sephiroth was in Smash, I was just like, man, that's it. It's over. Like, because Sora and Sephiroth being Square Enix characters, it's like, okay, we had Hero in the last pass, and in this pass we're getting Sephiroth, a Square Enix character. You can't expect another Square Enix character for a while, So I don't know. It kind of made me feel like the chances of Sora getting into Smash now is like it's smaller. It's definitely like just way smaller now. That was my initial thought. I was super hype. I'm super excited. Like, Sephiroth is an amazing character to go into Smash. I feel like no one expected that at all. Like, no one predicted it. No one asked for it. Because you already have Cloud. And, having Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, you don't think you're going to get another character from that franchise. Much less a character from that specific game in the franchise. It's like this 15, about to be 16 Final Fantasy games. They got 2 characters from Final Fantasy VII in Smash now, which is insane. But yeah, so after that was amazing, and after seeing the presentation, then seeing all the cool moves Sephiroth has, the music that they're putting into Smash now, because when they put Cloud in Smash, they put Midgar and then they only put 2 songs. Now, granted, I love one of those songs. I love playing Smash on Midgar with the Fight On song. That, yeah, all my friends know. Like, every time they're playing me in Smash, I don't even use Cloud, but I use Link. But I always go to Midgar. I always pick Fight On, and just hearing that music always gets me pumped to get my ass whooped, because I'm trash now. But yeah, like, what was I saying? So Sora, I really want Sora in Smash. Seeing that they put Geno as a Mii costume, but they didn't put like, you would think, like, if they wanted to show anyone to be any Mii fighters, if they're gonna grab like someone outside of Final Fantasy, they probably would have grabbed Sora, knowing that he's the most requested character. But they just grabbed Geno. So that makes me think, okay, there was an opportunity here for Nintendo to grab Sora if that's all they were gonna do with Sora in terms of Smash. But this kind of gives me hope that, okay, like, they're not gonna do him dirty like that. They're gonna put him in. They might put him into the game, like, as his own character at some point. So that gives me hope for what Smash might do in the future pertaining to Sora. Like, I've been saying Sora for Smash. I've been throwing that hashtag around forever. Along with everyone else in the world who wants him in Smash. But yeah, like, I'm super excited. Sephiroth is an amazing character. I think that's like the next best character they could have gone with besides Sora. He's a really iconic villain. Sephiroth is a really evil character, and as someone who I played Final Fantasy VII, but I didn't get super far. I didn't beat the game, the original game. I played Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, which was the PSP game that's a prequel to the original FF7. And you get introduced to Sephiroth there. But the first time I ever even met Sephiroth as a character was in the first Kingdom Hearts game. You go back to the Olympus Coliseum, right? And you get something, you're looking at like the different matches you could do there, and you see something called a platinum match. You get into the match. I see this guy with like one wing, and like he has this humongous sword, and like his health bar is like pink, and like if you play Kingdom Hearts 1, like the health bar is like, it starts as green and then it's slightly less green. Different bunch of freaking colors. But like his health bar is pink, which was something you never saw in the game up until that point. And like the funny thing is that even though his health bar is this new color that you don't see before, once you start hitting this guy or try to, because he basically kills you in like 2 hits. Um, you start hitting this guy and his health bar doesn't actually go down. Like you have to hit him a lot just so that his health bar actually begins to decrease. So it's just ridiculous. Like Sephiroth is freaking broken in the first Kingdom Hearts game, and even in the second game in Kingdom Hearts 2, you know, Sephiroth is just a really strong character, lots of health, lots of different attacks, such as his meteor attack, which he summons a bunch of meteors to destroy you. Sometimes he'll just burst into flames and try to suck you in so that you can burn. Sephiroth is like a crazy character in terms of just how difficult he is. He's usually been the secret boss in like Kingdom Hearts games, in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 specifically. And that's how I knew Sephiroth as a character. And then, you know, this year I've played Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's an amazing game, and I'll talk more about that game another time. But you know, when you see Sephiroth and you fight him in the end, of course, Sephiroth is just an amazing villain. He's just got that weirdness that I don't know how to explain it. He's just this strange character, and you don't really know what his motive is until you get to the end or whatever. But yeah, just I'm really happy to see like this type of representation in Super Smash Brothers. Like we already had Cloud. To think that we're gonna actually get Sephiroth. If you told me last year, like, oh, you know, one of the characters is gonna be Sephiroth, like one of those leakers be saying like who the character is gonna be, I would have been like, you're crazy. You're honestly insane. Like that's not gonna happen. Stop lying. You're just another dude who's just making up something. But seeing Sephiroth in Super Smash Brothers is awesome. I can't wait to try him. Like he's out now. He's out in the sense of like basically they made it so that if you can beat him, you can unlock him. But the official character drops like this week, I believe. If he hasn't already, which is really cool. You know, I play a lot of Smash. I love to play Super Smash Brothers. One of my favorite games to play with friends. So yeah, I can't wait to play as him. But what else is going on? If you know me, you know I like Fortnite. I like playing Fortnite. It's one of my favorite battle royale games. It's my favorite battle royale game, you know, to play. I was one of the first people to play Fortnite, honestly. Like I'm not even trying to like sound cocky or anything, but like before Fortnite was cool, like I remember when it first came out and like I tried it and I'm like, all right, this is okay. I'm into it. But I didn't like get hooked until later on when they started doing seasons and stuff like that. And I remember like I remember in the beginning of Fortnite, like I was good at it. It was easy. And you had these guns and you had these tools, but no one used to build anything. And like a few months later, like I returned to the game and everyone is just building stuff, building forts. And it's like, I remember something I used to say was like, let's say I'm playing Fortnite. If I run into someone and he starts building, I'm out. Cause I'm not with it. Like you knew once someone started building, they're really good at the game and you're done. Cause I didn't know how to build. But you know, Fortnite recently released a new kind of game mode where it's basically Among Us. And if you know the hit game Among Us, it's basically it's a game where one person is like the imposter and that person has to try to kill everyone else in the group, but no one knows who the imposter is. And like the imposter will kill someone, right? And then someone discovers the body, and then they have a meeting all together and they're like, okay, which one of you guys did it? Like everyone's just trying to talk to see who they're gonna kick out, like who they're gonna vote as the imposter. And if you get voted out, you lose, you die, they kick you off. And if you're the imposter and you get kicked off, you die, then you know they won, they caught you. But if they pick the wrong person, then that person just dies and they keep going. It's a cool game. I've played it. I played a little bit before. But Fortnite has made their own version of that where it's pretty much the same thing. You run around this mansion and one person is it. And that person has to try to like kill everyone, slowly, and you get voted out, whatever. And I played some of it already. It's okay, nothing crazy. I think Among Us, the official Among Us, is better. Honestly, there's something different about it. It's the original, the 2D art style, and that I feel like more friends play that together. I don't know. I just think the original is better. Some people think like Fortnite's a ripoff for doing that, and I mean, if you think about it, the whole premise of Fortnite as a battle royale is a ripoff of PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So technically they've been ripping off stuff since before, but nah, like I don't think there's a problem with it. Like they Among Us kind of created this genre. They didn't even create that genre of game, like games where it's basically like tag. You try to find. Well, no, it's not like tag, but it's like there's games like this before where you try to figure out who's the person killing everyone. So they just made a video game out of it, and Fortnite making their own version. There's nothing wrong with that. Like it's good that other people start to like try to make their own thing because it creates competition, but like it's good because it gets every company working on it to go even harder so they can be the best one. It's good for us, the consumers. But yeah, so it's cool that Fortnite made their own version. I don't even think it was Epic who did it. I think it was just like some regular people who were able to make it, and Fortnite is like distributing it more widely. They're advertising it. So that's really cool. Like I said, I prefer Fortnite. I love the skins. I bought the latest battle pass. I bought Kratos. I didn't get Master Chief because I kind of wanted to, but like I did not want to buy it. But what else? What else is in Fortnite now? I'm just trying to like get through the battle pass and like try to. I really want to get the new. The characters is basically like a pancake man. Like it's a dude, but like the head is like just a stack of pancakes with eyes, and it's cool. Like if you look at it, it looks really cool. His name is Mancake, which don't sound right at all, but it's definitely a cool character, and I can't wait to unlock him and play as him. But right now I'm just mixing it up between the different characters I already have. But yeah, that's me playing Fortnite. Fortnite's a game that like I don't know, I can't like stop playing. Like I'll play like whatever main game that I'm playing, but Fortnite is just that game that like I always come back to it. So it's definitely really cool. Other stuff that's going on in the gaming world, Cyberpunk. And I know we spoke about Cyberpunk last week, and Manny came and he talked about how he's really enjoying the game, but it definitely has bugs on PS5. Now the latest thing is that Cyberpunk's been dropped from the PlayStation Store. So it was a whole debate where Sony was, I don't know if at first they weren't giving people refunds, and then they decided, okay, we'll give you people refunds because long story short, Cyberpunk, this super hype game that everyone's crazy about and can't wait to play, it comes out and it's full of glitches and problems and bugs, and like a lot of people can enjoy it. Like they could get past that and you can actually see a really good game, but a lot of people are just having problems with the game, and it's definitely like nothing that they expected. So Sony, at first they were like, oh, everyone wants to get refunds, but now we don't do that. And then they pretty much gave in and were like, all right, we're going to give y'all refunds. But now what they're doing, they completely dropped the game from the PlayStation Store. They just removed it. You can go to the store and buy it. You could, like, if you go to like Target or Walmart or whatever, if they have it. But if you go online on PSN, you cannot download. You can't buy it. You can't buy the download. And it just goes to show, like, you know, companies, you know, you can't release games that are buggy. You know, like if the game is not ready, even though this has been a game that's been in development since 2012 probably. It's been 8 years. Um, you just can't release a game like in that kind of state. You know, a lot of people are gonna like it, but most of the people liking it are either playing PC or they're playing PS5 or Xbox Series X. Like, and this is a game that was made for PC, of course. But it was also like this game is out on PS4 and Xbox One. You know, it's those versions that people are playing on next gen on PS5 or whatever. So it works on PS5 because it boosts the game, like it boosts the PS4 game to maybe like work a little better. But on the PS4 or the Xbox One, like the game isn't really working well. It's just super buggy. It's not like, you know, the quality is just bad. A lot of people getting like really weird looking characters. And yeah, like Sony said we're not gonna allow this on our store, and that's really crazy. But like that just goes to show, like, you know, you cannot release a game that's broken, that's not ready. You know, and I understand, like, you know, it's been delayed over and over again, but you know, that's just not the way to go. You gotta figure it out. You know, and you know, I do know a thing or two about game development. Like I've made little games before, but like you can't. I don't know. Obviously I'm nothing on the level of a game like Cyberpunk, but you know, when it comes to like how people are gonna receive it and whatnot, it's not. It doesn't go well. It does not go well if you release a game that's like not ready. It does not go well. So best of luck to them. I hope they get it together. I hope they fix the game. You know, I want every game to succeed. You know, I'm the guy who wants games to do well, and like, you know, you want you know, people work hard on video games. Like they take years to make. You know, you want people to enjoy that. Hopefully they could get it together. And you know, they still have the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions to come out in like March or April, I believe, of next year. So technically, like, you know, people are playing it on PS5, whatever now, but they're playing the PS4 version on their PS5 with whatever boost the PS5 is giving to the game. But the actual PS5 version is supposed to come out is not out yet. It's supposed to come out later, which will probably be like the more perfect or the more near perfect version. So, you know, hoping they could get it together. But what I really want to talk about is Christmas and video games. What do I mean by that? Well, I kind of want to talk about like the games I like to play on Christmas, the games that I got, like, you know, for Christmas and stuff like that. And just a little bit of my history with Christmas and video games. As a kid growing up, like my favorite thing to get for Christmas was video games. You know, some people got me clothes and stuff, and like when you're a little kid and you get clothes for Christmas, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but where it's really at is when you got games. I remember when it comes to consoles, right? I know I got my PlayStation 3. I got that for Christmas, and that was really awesome and exciting. And I kind of knew it was coming, but I was still super hyped to just unwrap that, to rip the wrap off and like just see the big box there, and like holding this humongous console, which, you know, now we have a new humongous console, the PS5, but having the PS3 and hooking it up, and like I remember I downloaded so many demos that night. I was playing a lot of Sonic Unleashed on my PS3. I was playing the demo. And I was just having a blast with that. Just running around and seeing the new graphics and stuff. Like, I don't know, it felt really cool, like, to be able to get consoles for Christmas and whatnot. You know, and I remember, what else? Well, did I ever get any other consoles for Christmas? My PS2, I think I didn't get my PS2 for Christmas. I remember going with my parents to the store to get the PS2 with Jimmy Neutron, which is really cool. My PS4, I bought it myself when it came out. Uh, the PSP, my PSP is a whole crazy story where my mom had bought me a PSP, but she made a joke where like she was like, "Oh no, that's not for you. That's for your uncle in DR." And I took it seriously, so when I went to DR, I actually gave it to him like an idiot. And he was like, "Oh, nice, cool. That's so kind." And then I come home and my mom's like, "I was kidding. That was for you. You." um, so it's like, oh, and then she ended up buying me another one, whatever. But still, like, it was really funny. But no, that I didn't get a PSP for Christmas. Yeah, I think the only console I ever got for Christmas was a PlayStation 3. But I know growing up, I always got video games for Christmas. I remember, as a kid, I know this one Christmas where my sister, she bought me a bunch of PS2 games, and, I had Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I had The Incredible Hulk, and I remember playing Ratchet and Clank was really cool. I don't remember what else I got. I remember getting 4 games that Christmas, 4 PS2 games, but I don't remember the other 2. But I know there was this one Christmas where my sister wanted to get me a video game, of course, but she didn't know what to get me, and she was like, "Oh, do you want Spider-Man?" And like when I was a little kid, I did not care about superheroes at all. Like I cared about Batman a little bit, but anything besides that, I'm like, I don't really care. So she was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." She was like, "Do you want Spider-Man for the PlayStation?" And I'm like, "No, I don't like Spider-Man." She was like, "Oh my God, what kind of boy does not like Spider-Man?" um, and she was like, I'm gonna get you DuckTales. I'm like, I don't want DuckTales. And she was like, well, you don't know what you want. It's a stupid story, but I got DuckTales. No, not DuckTales. Sitting Ducks for Christmas. There was a Christmas where I got Sitting Ducks on the PS2, and it was the dumbest thing ever. And I was like, why did I get this? I remember playing the game. It was just the weirdest thing ever. You play as this. It was based on a cartoon, a Nickelodeon cartoon at the time called Sitting Ducks, and you just run around this weird city doing different missions. You ride a scooter. It was probably not that horrible as a game, but just knowing that I got a game where you play as a duck was the stupidest thing ever. um, but yeah, what other stuff did I get for Christmas? I remember there was a Christmas where I remember when I got my Xbox 360, I bought the Elite. I had sold my Wii at the time to get the Xbox 360, and one of the games I got for Christmas was Halo Reach, and that was really cool because like I remember just playing Halo 3 a lot with my friends, playing the story, and I had a lot of fun with it. So getting Halo Reach for Christmas was just really cool. It was really awesome, and just playing through that as a kid, like it was just having fun. I don't know if the game was actually that great or not, but I know I was having a lot of fun playing Halo Reach with my friends. Now, for those of you that don't know, my birthday is actually around Christmas. My birthday is December 22nd, which is 3 days before Christmas, and so my birthday, as of recording today, is actually in 2 days. And I know, I remember one time, like on the PS when I had my PS3, me and my mom wanted to know what I wanted for my birthday, and I remember like I went to the store and literally picked out the game. We went to the store together, and I picked out the game, and I wanted Red Dead Redemption. And it looked really cool. We didn't go on my birthday. We went a couple days before, and she actually literally wrapped it and let me open it on my birthday. Like I knew what was in there. I literally picked it out. We bought it together, but she still like wrapped it and didn't let me play until the day of my birthday, which is funny. But yeah, that was a game I really enjoyed. I loved the story, the open world, the weird stuff happening around with the side missions. Red Dead Redemption is definitely like a game I really enjoyed, especially for Christmas, around Christmas. I really want to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I still haven't played it, but at some point I will. But yeah, there's not much else I can say about Christmas and video games. But it's definitely like one of the best gifts to get, like, during Christmas is video games for me personally. As a kid growing up the most. Now I kind of buy my own games whenever, but back then especially I was always really hype. I remember I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for Christmas. Yeah, tons of games. I can't. Crisis Core was a Christmas game. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, that was a Christmas game from my aunt. And yeah, it was always just fun, just unwrapping. Some when you even looking under the tree when you see like a case, like it's like the shape of a video game case. You knew like, oh, it's over. Something right there for me. Like it's a video game for me to play. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up for Christmas and video games. At least my experiences with getting video games for Christmas on my birthday. I feel like there's so much more, but I'm just not remembering right now. But yeah, and to just round off the show, I just want to talk about like what I'm playing now. I love to talk about what's currently happening, at least for me, with video games. And right now, I'm still, my PS5 is my main console now, so that's really what I play on. And right now, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I think I announced I was gonna start playing that, and I've got like a good maybe 6 or 7 hours in it, and I'm really into it. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm really feeling open world, the gloominess of the world. So you play as this Viking Eivor, and you're basically like something happens to him as a kid, and then he grows up to become this Viking, and he has like vengeance for this one dude, like rival Viking crew. And you don't even have to like continue, you don't have to follow the story like at first. You can literally just explore the world. Like as soon as you start the game, and you're thrown into the open world, like you can do whatever you want. You can go wherever, explore, fight, and it's a lot of fun to just be able to chill and enjoy the open world in the game, to be able to explore and run around. I'm finding like enemy camps, and I'm just raiding them, or I'm just sneaking in and trying to be stealthy and try to kill everyone and get the treasure that's there. And that's fun to do. The world is beautiful, playing at 60 frames per second, 4K. It looks amazing. What else? The story is interesting. The voice acting is good. I'm playing as male Eivor. I don't really like how female Eivor sounds. So I stuck with male Eivor. And in the game you have the option to, like, if you want to play as a guy, or if you want to play as a girl, or if you want the game to choose at specific points when it's best. And at first I had it like that, but then I started off as a boy, and then it switched me to the girl. And like playing as it, I was just like, yeah, this doesn't feel right, because like, why would I start a game as someone, and then like the character just switches? It's basically like a new character, and it kind of just doesn't make sense. It kind of like it feels off. So I just stuck with the guy. But I could have easily have like started with the girl and then stuck with the girl all the way. It could have been either or, but I stuck with male Eivor. And yeah, just playing, the story feels cool. I'm really into it. The voice acting's good. There's a lot to do. You can do drinking games in the game. you basically out drink someone. You can explore the world and just have a blast. Just chill. Sit back and just go out and do whatever you want. Side missions, find treasure. It's all up to you. And yeah. But yeah, other games I'm playing include Fortnite. I'm still playing Fortnite. It's a lot of fun to play. When I'm winning, when I'm jumping into a map and just getting destroyed quick, it's lame. So not into that. That's pretty much it. I'm still trying to work on this Spider-Man video, and I know like I've been talking about it for forever, but it should definitely be out this week, and I don't expect y'all to take my word for it. But I'm working on it. It'll be out soon. Maybe that'll be y'all's Christmas gift from me, the Spider-Man video. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this week's not Alfredo, the Amaazin A Show. I hope everyone enjoyed listening to my podcast. Definitely having fun doing these podcasts. But thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe if you're on YouTube or podcast services. I'm on Apple Podcasts and I'm on Spotify, and I should be on Google Podcasts. Like, it depends. It's kind of weird with that one. But just look up the Amaazin A Show, subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all next week on the next Amaazin A Show. Hope you all have a great and wonderful holiday. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you all next week. Adios.